Hello, subscribers. Welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 7 Crusaders of the Dark Savant. We're playing my difficult mod on normal Iron Man. We're self-inflicting Iron Man here. And we are in part 4. We are in New City. Already completed Orc Ogre Castle. And today we're going to be trying to head to Monkarama. But before we do that, there may be one other place here I want to go. I'm not sure. Hey, Hamedic, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yes, you were first in the chat. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. All right. Let's head out of town. I don't remember. I think we need to go north east. Trying to do this based on memory. That's definitely not the right way. Yeah, I think we want to go out here. You just watched the footage of they released the full-size scans of the Titanic. Amazing what they can do these days. Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds interesting. You mean like the ship that was buried, or like that's in the ocean? Or like the original template, like they recreated it from that? Mods. All right, let's see here. Is there any training I want to do? Definitely want to save the ice shield. Prismic missile. I'm not super skilled to be able to pull that off. So we're not going to do any training until we find a better scroll. Monk. Ring of Resounding. Do some training with that. Thief. Hide. Ranger. Hide. Let's create some weak life. And then do nuclear blast power 2. 4,000 meters down on the bottom. Ah, cool. Hey, Rushinaka, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Got 2 boring beetles. They made a 3D replica from 700,000 or 7 million images. That's cool. Yeah, this is Monkarama. Okay. $700 images? Oh, 700,000. I'm actually having a little hard time typing this afternoon. You doing all right, Rishinaka? It's getting warm finally. Oh, nice. How may I help you? Oh, boy. I don't remember what I'm supposed to say here. Something about an ear. The father is supposed to tell us to Brother Shober, slay not he that cannot hear. Let's see if that's it. Yes, that was it. Be thankful, ye that hath an ear. You are learning the way of the holy path. Are you traveling to the holy city? Yes. Hey, Reginald. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I did talk to Roulette, but I did not ask him that. And I just remembered it from memory. I've just played so many RPGs, it's hard to remember sometimes between Bard's Tale and all the different wizardries and Wasteland. Trying to remember the things to say gets challenging. Yeah, that's a lot of images. Rishnaka says, friends, countrymen, brothers, lend me your ears. Reginald says, I got in trouble not writing that down when I got to Zenzang. Had to recite it all. Yeah. Are you willing to face the danger? Yes. Dark Forest. Slay not he that cannot hear. There we go. I need to take a print screen. Oh, I went too fast. I tried to hit print screen and went too fast. Slay not he that cannot hear. Slay he that cannot hear. It's really slay not. Be thankful ye hath an ear. Is that what it is? Zen Zang. I don't know about that. What do you know? Holy work. We serve the way of the holy work. Yeah, I know that. Temple. Ah, he's not gonna tell me again. I'll probably have to look it up since I missed my print screen. It's something like be thankful ye that hath an ear or something like that. All right. What do you got for us, brother Schober? Healful. That would be good for the fighter. Oh. If someone else buy it. Hey, Jimmy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You missed 10 minutes getting your sandwich? Well, you haven't really missed anything. Crush would be a good one to get also. Do some good training with that. Okay, the rest I don't think I'm going to buy. Crush. He's doing Spike Club training on this guy to get his Mesa Flail up, but now that I'm getting into a dangerous area, I'm not going to do that anymore. We're going to go back to his sword for now. Okay, so who got the item? There it is. Cable trolley. Actually, I could train here my swimming. I think I would rather train here than Monkarama. If I do get encountered, it's a little less dangerous. We'll have to do this for a little bit, unfortunately. You just finished a bag of chips, roasted Union and sour cream flavor, says. What the? I did not go 2 squares. That was a mess up. I did not push a key to go to the right and go 2 squares. We are reloading. That was not me doing that. Oh, and I hadn't saved since I got there. I don't know what happened there. Somehow when I pushed the key to the right, it triggered a key going forward. Bug. Either a bug or my keyboard. Key stuck. I never would have done that. Now we got to go through that. Well, the good news is we'll get to see what Brother Shover said that I tried to take a screenshot on that failed. I was like, why are my guys dying? I only just went 1 square. I kippered myself, Jimmy says. Plays are popular here, Jimmy says. Yeah, you know, they've really gone downhill. All of our chips are like, they're putting cornstarch in them now. We don't have real potato chips anymore. If you look at the ingredients, they're getting kind of like, when you look at them, you can tell they're not 100% potatoes. It's very disappointing. Tom says, well, at least DFortae does not blame chat or a cat or dog or something. Did it all by himself. I did not do that. I did not tell my keyboard to go forward when I pushed right. I know that 100% for sure. Okay, let's see if I can remember this. Be thankful. No. Slay not ye that cannot hear. Yeah. That wasn't it. Or was it? He didn't repeat the statement. I must have said something wrong. Like missed one of the words or something. Is he gonna give me the trolley anyway? Yes. Good. Oh, okay. No. I wonder if he's not going to talk with us now. Hypnotize. Unaffected. We better leave before he fights us. Jimmy says, O'Reilly, I haven't... Oh, really? I haven't had potato chips in quite a while. No QO excuses DFortae. Okay, he's coming back. Let's see if I can say this right this time. I said it right the first time. Slay not he. Slay not he that cannot hear. Is that it? Okay. I don't know what I typed wrong the first time. Hey, Blade Fire, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yes. Let me get ready to do a print screen here when he tells me the phrase. Yeah, we're at the river. Slay he who cannot hear. I don't know if that's what I typed, Blade Fire. I typed something and it wasn't exactly what they were expecting. So it failed. Only those who true path know the way. Yeah. You will know the holy word. Okay, here we go. Thankful. There we go. Be thankful ye that hath an ear. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Save screenshot. All right, we got that. Now he'll trade with us. All right. Let's see if he has the same items. Crush, healthful, healful. All right. I'll make sure to save it in case that weird issue happens again. Save. Blade Fire says legs killing from squash and badminton. Typical Wednesday evening. Ah, gotcha. Trying to do a little bit of training on swimming right now. This is a little safer area to rest in than Monkarama. Monkarama and Iron Man is going to be brutal. Not looking forward to that. Screenshot luxury, Blade Fire says. Back in the day, pencil and paper. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's still Wednesday, Hom. We're not in the future like you. It's already Thursday for Hom. Your 4 days off started? Oh, nice. That's awesome. And it's 11:33 for Blade Fire in the UK. I'm casting these in case I get encountered while I'm resting. And Jimmy says Ham's bicycle is actually a DeLorean. That's how he goes back in time, huh? I just need to be able to swim 2 squares. Too bad there's no Formula One this weekend, Ham. Playfire says, question, does this resting allow the other parties to find the mask before you? Yes, it does. The longer, the more you increase the time in the game by resting and wandering around, the more likely it is the others will find the maps. 100%. What kind of jelly stingers these? Ooh, they're pretty tough. Should have cast higher power level. There we go. Ham says, thanks for the tip, DFortae. Did not get it till you said so. Oh, the DeLorean thing? Wow, that's a pretty good amount of experience. Yeah, Back to the Future was pretty popular here in the United States. I don't know about other countries. Oh, this is so boring. Sorry, guys. The necessary evil in this game. That's swimming skill. I have to go 2 squares. It did it again. It went forward when I did not push forward. Okay, I know what happened. The game engine is not keeping up with my typing. That's what happened. So I pushed forward, I pushed turn, and I pushed turn again, and the second turn dropped. That's how that happened. I don't know if I have enough stamina spells to be able to cast it to make one more turn, or if I'm going to have to reload it. Let's see, who's low? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough stamina spells to do this. I don't think I have any potions. We have 1 moderate stamina. I have been saving, but that's just kind of annoying. 25%, 25%. Okay, you're gonna drink it. I think they're gonna die. I'm gonna have to go super slow. I'm gonna have to just barely press the button. I'm gonna have to wait for the results, and then I'm gonna have to push the button. It just can't keep up with me. There's no triple header, Ham says, but next week and the week after that, there's another chance for the Formula One. All right, we're nuclear blasting these. Forward, right, right, forward. It's annoying. Have you guys noticed, like over the past 20 years, just decreased quality of physical buttons and things? Like you push a button or click a button or something, and you hear the sound, so you know for sure that the button was pressed, and yet it doesn't register. Have you guys experienced that, like on whether it's a device or like my Yeti microphone here? Sometimes I push the button and it doesn't turn on. It's just quality of things has just been garbage. I want the 80s back where we had like 20-pound pieces of plastic that were like so strong. Everything was heavy as can be, but it was made super well. And in the 90s, the quality started going down. Everything got super light. It still functioned pretty well, but it started to get really light and a little flimsy. And now things are light and they don't function well. It just drives me nuts. People that are younger, you know, didn't get to experience good quality hardware and stuff. So they don't know any better. You know, they think stuff today is probably pretty good. Bladefire says, got a cherry click keyboard from Alienware on this laptop. It feels really good. You have to pay for it though. I would much rather pay for something and be guaranteed good quality than for something that just not work well. Says, yeah, the arcade Suzo sticks was the best aid for years. Man, speaking of arcade, those are arcade joysticks. If you guys ever played the real arcade, talk about some robust equipment. You could abuse the heck out of those arcade machines, and they never had problems. Today it's throwaway society. Yeah, unfortunately. That is true, huh? Okay. I don't know what kind of blackbirds these are. Let's do an ice ball on them. At least they're fire crows. I don't think fire crows come out here. Ah, they might be spectral ravens. Yeah, they're blinking. Tom says, although people are speaking up, that equipment needs to be easier to repair instead of throwing it away. A lot of stuff is cheaper to replace than repair these days. That's true. The cost of labor, I mean, you know, to be able to make a living wage, you got to pay somebody a decent amount. All the costs of everything. Every time we swim one square, our swimming goes up. We got to get it to where we can do 2 squares. Playfire says, so true. Should see the stuff my wife buys from clothes shops and sends back. Bet it goes on the tip. Oh, like the shop soiled consideration or whatever they call it over there in the UK. Rishnaka says, had to toss out and replace a washer earlier this year. Was made in 1980, perfectly functional, but the control box finally broke after the millionth turn of the knob. Finding a replacement was impossible. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a bummer. Hey there, Claus. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Okay. Should just be a few more times, hopefully. I'm going to check on my skill and see what it is. 25. Okay. Looks like we probably have enough to get by doing 2 squares now. Safely. Although I still really don't like to have to rest in Monkarama. It's really dangerous when you're doing Iron Man. Spirit? Hmm. No, it didn't kill him. Okay, cast weaken, that's fine. Magic missiles. Ouch. Dispel undead scroll, do your thing. Age woke up. There we go. Okay. Almost healed up. Bladefire says, you allowing changing classes in this run? No, I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm trying to beat it without doing that. Just to have a true test of beating it on normal Iron Man. The difficult mod. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat it, but I want to keep trying it. If I can't beat it this time on normal, I'm going to do easy next time. See if I can beat it on that. Because I have made it pretty darn hard, but I don't want to rely on class changing. Hey, Moody, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You're feeling a 5 out of 10 today. Hey, I like the update. That tells us more information than just okay. Yeah, doing well, doing well. I wish you were a 10 out of 10. But hey, 5 out of 10 is better than 2 out of 10. Bugs. Fighting bugs. Let's get some height training in. Blind. Freeze all. Oh, they were weak. Okay, we got our height training in. So potentially we got an increase there. If you hide after the monsters are dead, you don't get increases. Jitsu 32. 54, nice. Every 20 points or so in the mod, you get a +1 bonus to your evasion armor class. What aspects of the mod make the game difficult, Rushnaka says? The biggest one is the combinations of enemies. I've combined enemies to make it where they have a lot more flexibility and diversity. So you have to strategize a lot more. You don't start seeing that until mid to later game. Beginning of the game, you can see it a little bit, but and then of course I've made just the monsters in general have better spell casting, better mixes, raise their hit points for some where appropriate, increase their level, some of them. But the enemy combinations is the biggest deal. And I've put in special traps and hazards in different places that weren't there before. Okay, I'm assuming these monks are probably those ninja monks. We're gonna do double blind. And let's try to asphyxiate power 2 to just get a feel. It's not gonna kill the first group probably. Yeah, but it killed the demented ones. Critical, nice. Diseased and nauseated. Ooh. I don't like being insane here. That's a bad status. Moody says, how do you make the bugs stronger? You work out the bugs. I got a couple scrolls. Nice. Klaus says, I watched your disaster near Pharaoh. He's talking about Wizardry 8. Inspired me to run with 5 mages, 1 bishop, but the 4 traveling spells are combat only. Cell Ratty lowered, and in addition, Dazzling Light was added. Single target level 2 spell. That's interesting. Single target level 2 Dazzling Light. Moody says, great, now a beast of 1,000 eyes with 32. Yeah. No, we're not doing that in a Iron Man run. That's a big no. Now, some of the monsters like that were already ridiculously hard, I did not boost. Reginald says, just getting through this game, Iron Man is really tough in some parts. Yeah, absolutely. I've never beaten an Iron Man. I've never attempted it though, but I figured might as well try it on my mod. A deep open well descends into darkness, And encircling it are inscribed these words. I know 1,000 faces, count the tallied heads, feasting bright upon the eyes of many who have died. Wielding well a mighty power who hath but humble stature, masses fall upon their knees to scarce behold my only side. What do you shout? Coin. Rising up from the depths of the murky well, a tin plate bearing 4 coins floats to the surface, hovering there. Yes, we take the coins. You just maxed out this at the shooting range? Oh, in Wizardry 8 are you talking, Claus? Okay, we got our coins. I'm gonna switch him back. Mind stab, that's good. Nice, another Dispel Undead. We'll have you hold on to that temporarily. Like here's an example. I combined here some Umpani Renegades with some monks. Normally you would not fight something like this. They have a lot more hit points too. I have to figure out. Let's throw some skeleton powder at them. That'll kill one of them. And then let's blind. Nuclear blast. Power 3. Oh, I'm tempted to do a freeze all here. Let's do a freeze all. Power 2. Firebomb. I meant to do blinding flash. They're all paralyzed. Okay, skeleton powder killed one of the Umpani. Now we're going to focus on these dark forest monks. It's time to do a blind. Yeah, let's just do some... Actually, let's conjure here. Conjure a distraction. We'll do power 3. Bladefire says, I remember this coin thing. Interesting puzzle. Yeah, and I made it worthwhile. Because in the original game, you get screwed. Claus says, imagine it could cast dazzling light with each of its eyes, similar to Beholder. The beast of 1,000 eyes, yeah. That would be certain death. Yeah, drawing those coin combinations all such a pain. Let's see. Let's get an acid bomb on him. Wake, unparalyzing him. No, I have not changed the coin puzzle. I changed the rewards you get. You get a lot more experience and some cool items from completing it. In the original version, you get gypped. Cure paralysis, good potion. Direction. That's not very useful. How's it going, River? Welcome to stream. Tooth healing, the tooth socket. Well, sometimes people get dry socket. Hopefully you don't get that. Yeah, the bean puzzle. That's correct. It's beans that you put in the little thingies. The coins you have to put in the well things. Okay, chain of blade. This is where we'll put one of the coins. I think. We get the coins somewhere else. Oh, I'm so confused. There's a place where you get the coins. Okay, I think I put the well coin in the well. I don't think we use it here. So we have to go out here to these wells. Right here. And then whatever it gives us, I think could potentially open that door. Maybe not. Oh, this is where we have to get the things from here. So maybe the well coin does open this. Yeah. So the well coins open the doors, but then in the middle there, we have to search and find some like ruby coins, emerald coins, whatever those are, and then those go in the wells. And this just opened the door over there. So I'm not going to go in there yet because I know what's over there. Let's get these while I can. I gotta get my stamina up. This is dangerous. One of the maps helps with this, Reginald says, but I was always too slow to get it. Yeah, it's really hard to beat the computer. You basically don't have, you can't rest much. Okay. Search. There's the ruby. Yeah. Holy moly. Let's hope asphyxiation works here. Oh, that's the mage that has that. Great life. Need some help. 7 gaseous slimes. They can breathe, probably. Ouch. Tom says Kipper would have coded a cheat in, but not DFortae. Vampire Rooks, no wonder these were tough. It's like, man, why are these taking so many hits? Ah, there we go. The gaseous slimes are spitting horrid bile, but they're a little too slow. We already killed. So dangerous rust in here. I have no choice. Oops. Lisa, something I used to do was the starter dungeon with water fountain and swim training. Really time consuming. Yeah. Yeah, in my difficult mod, I added something to the initial area. Not where you're talking about, Blade Fire. Because that, yeah, where Separatep is, that is a good place to swim and train. But the fountain in New City, you probably don't want to swim in that. Except for to just get in there and get out. Okay. Emerald. Reginald says, always do the swim grinding in New City. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that, like I said, in my mod. In my difficult mod. Not my regular mod, but not the balanced mod, but the difficult one. Okay, cool. We got what we needed. We'll come back to that later. 1, 2, and we don't want to go that way. Not doing this yet. Yeah, we'll go this direction. Let's get this going in case we get encountered. Holy moly. Who's the biggest threat? Probably these savant guards. Throw a heat bomb at those. Let's create life again. Two Bantari. Okay, the mage is awake. Big guns. Let's test Asphyxiation power 3. Yep, it worked. $18 bullets. Now we can load our magnum. Okay. Okay. These aren't too bad. We can blind them. Playfire says memory's a bit fuzzy, but there's an unlock in New City for a fountain in the middle where the statue is surrounded by water. The bit fuzzy is how I got the password. Feels gamey going straight to it as I've played the game so many times. Yeah. Well, hey, if that's knowledge that you learned, you have the right to use it in my mind. It's something you have earned and committed and taken up space in your mind. Okay. Finally. Can move. Let's try one of the coins. It was the ruby. That was good luck. It was the diamond. More good luck. Oh, you feel like you need to do it in order, Bladefire? I gotcha. The game is literally impossible without the guide. No, it's not literally impossible. Definitely not. It's very, very hard, but not literally impossible. You're back with some strawberry flavored tea, huh? Okay. Ah, my first failure of a coin. Amber coin. I'm just getting this over with so I don't have to do it later. Plus it hogs up slots. Okay, cool. So now we'll take on the beans. Was it you? Reginald just got blueberry tea and can't stop drinking it. Claus only likes pure tea. All right. Now the fun begins. This may take an hour. Sword of Beans. Sword of Beans. Bean of Pentacles. Bean of Cups. Blood Pirate says Wizardry 7 is probably the hardest game I've ever played. Let's see. I think we'll asphyxiate these. We're gonna try power 3. Get your pen and paper out, LOL, yeah. Okay, killed the second group, not the first. They're shooting us with muskets. Damn, what kind of funny are these? Scouts. Yeah, let's weaken them. Nice. Took a beating. All right, let's see if we get lucky. See if we get lucky. Let's get rested up before we fall, because I'm sure it's coming. I wish I had a hazard shield, but I don't. We want the color black. Pull the spindle. We got lucky. We got lucky. It was the combo. There's only so many combos that can be there. So we got 25,000 experience. We got all the items. So that's why I always try the right first, because that is one of the combos that can work out of quite a few. But if you always go to the right and try that combo first, you get lucky like this, then we don't have to do all that crap. Jimmy says, lucky or cheat to win? That was luck. Okay. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. Enchanted bow. That is awesome. We're going to equip that. Let's see. Ranger, precision arrows, and enchanted bow. Ankh. Ankh of Sanctity. Okay, let me think. So there's a purity and there's a sanctity. I think this one increases piety. Oh gosh, now I don't know for sure. It's either karma or piety, and I'm assuming this is piety. We're gonna give it to the mage. Yes, it was piety. Nice. It's gonna help with spell points and spell point regen. Yeah, I've gotten lucky on that before, first time. You always go right. As soon as you go in, get the first bean, then go to the right. Take the bean, put it in through the door on the left on all of them, basically, but go around the right side. Okay. Got a whip. Just a regular bullwhip. Sharp cutlass. This is nice. This can do this does 10.5 damage on average. So that's definitely an upgrade over the E-stock. Okay. Crushed Widows. That's deadly poison. Let's see what the bullets are. Serpent Stones. Hang on to those. I don't really have anybody using a sling right now. Enchanted Battle Axe. We're gonna flip the fighter over to using that. I think his axe is really bad. Yeah, it's 10. So he can get some good training with that. Blade Fire says about a 5% chance of first time surely. No, it's I think a little bit higher than that. Because there's only so many combos. It's probably like a 15% chance or 20% chance. Claus says, don't you guys know that DFortae is running on a VM and uses MASAM on the host to cheat directly in RAM? And then Tom says, if he does, he learned that from Kiffer. And Reginald says, it's not Bradley's best puzzle. No shame in cheating that one. Didn't cheat it. Did you die in Wizardry? Kevin says, no, I did not. Well, I mean, depends on what you mean by that. The Rangers are still alive. And Claus says, if you look closely, you can see the reflections in his glasses. Zoom in all you want. There's no cheating in these glasses. Okay, let's see. You're really overloaded, so let's spread the load here. There we go. Okay, any other items? Nope. Okay. Well, that was nice. That was easy. And we got 25,000 experience too. Okay. Let me just have to get out of here. What was in this room? Is it just empty? Yeah. No, I swap it up, Ketten. I usually have about 5 or 6 games going at the same time. And I kind of rotate them. I'm doing Bard's Tale trilogy. I'm doing these 6, 7. I did 6 and 7 and 8 at the same time. I'm doing Battletoads and NES platformer. What else have I been doing recently? Seems like there's a couple more. Oh, Gateway or Treasures of the Savage Frontier. And what's the other D&D one? Baldur's Gate. And Heroes of Might and Magic 3 also. Yeah, I got to finish the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 run with the Confluence. Doesn't that kill the pace, Ketten says? No, not really. I stream every day pretty much, so no. It keeps it interesting because you'll get burned out if you play the same game every day. Yep, I finished the Bean puzzle, Moody. Oh yeah, Grimoire. Forgot about that one, Reginald. Yeah, that one I'm definitely due to play again. I got to get back into Realms of Antiquity too. I was playing that for a few streams and then I backed off on it again. Blade Fire says that I asked Chat GPT. It said 4.17%. That's funny. Do you trust it? No, I did not abandon Baldur's Gate. It's in the rotation still. Yeah, sometimes I stream multiple times a day, especially on weekends. Yep. I play based on how I'm feeling. Like if I'm really tired, I'll play games I'm more familiar with. And sometimes I want to just play an action game, platformer. Sometimes I want something mellow like Bard's Tale where fights aren't as challenging, but it's more puzzle, riddle oriented. Okay, let's see here. So let's go talk with, there's a guy I want to talk with, but let me see if I can find how to get there. I think it's going to be on the other side over here. This one, looks like we've already been in here. Yeah, okay. Get rid of these well coins. I think it's the thief that has them, maybe? Yeah, so this will open once we pull a switch on the other side here. Claus says, well, there is one game that never gets boring. Which one? Are you talking Jagged Alliance 2, Claus? Or are you talking Wizardry 8? Ah, here we go. Some witches. You don't normally fight these here. This will be an interesting combo. Hmm. What are we gonna do here? I think I'm just gonna try doing heavy damage to them. Let's do Nuclear Blast. Power 3. Hope we go first. Okay, those were weaker monks. Got the witches. Hamedic says free cell? No, that's one game you're never gonna see me play. Unless someone pays me money, a bunch of money to play it for some weird reason. Claus says human interaction. Huh? I'm confused, Claus. Human interaction is a game? Tetris, Reginald says. Jagged Alliance 3? Is there really such a thing? This is a US site, so I will keep it at that, Claus says. Yeah, this is not the way I want to go. This, I think, is to Zenzang, maybe. We got some Mad Warders, Monks, and Impani Renegades. Mad Warders can be quite dangerous. Gosh, I should try to blind them. So we can cast all the way up to power 5 asphyxiation. I think I'm going to do Nuclear Blast. Because I don't think that will probably kill these in the middle. Oh boy, we got a bunch insane. Oh, fighter's unconscious. Dangerous fight. The whole party's insane. Oh no, now we're going to be blind. This is bad. If we don't get Nuclear Blast cast here, we're done. I think the mage failed. Yeah, either danced or stumbled. We're in deep trouble. Okay. Scrolls. We're gonna try to summon an illusion. Since we're blind, we want to use items. Deadly poison. You cast blind on someone, but I don't think it worked well. Tom says Jagged Alliance 3 will be released on the 14th of July. With a month. Really? So who's working on it? Like, who bought that intellectual property right? Does it look like the XCOM remakes or reboots, Jimmy says? Okay, Ranger. What do you have? Crushed Widows and Skeleton Powder. Let's throw Skeleton Powder. Alchemist. Try to create life. You tried doing Nuclear Blast again. Gosh. Sure hope you pull that off, because if not, we're done. Really want to be able to cast Power 4. That's a good fizzle chance. Not going to do it. Well, the Wand of Mystery killed one at least. Ranger turns on Comrades. So did the Fighter. Ouch. Ouch. Man, the mage just can't cast. Keeps failing. Did we summon? Oh, there's illusion. Try it. Monk, do you have any healing potions? You have a moderate heal. Try it. Thief. Deadly poison. Try it again. Yeah, all my guys are losing their turns. That's what's killing me here. Somebody stumbled. Thief runs amok. Killed the mage, who was our only chance. The fighter, or the alchemist fizzled create life. Fighter turns on thief. Now we get noxious fumes. Thief's dead. Alchemist is nauseous. This is GG. Alright, fighter. Summon. Monk. Oh, you're not going to be able to pull that off, are you? Resurrect scroll? There's no way. Try to heal yourself. Ranger. Crushed Widows. Alchemist. Yeah, you wasted your spells on the summon. Let's see. Let's try to get an acid bomb on these. Fighter dances, someone else stumbled, Monk's dead. We got Crushed Widows. One of the Mad Warders poisoned. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Holy moly. Alchemist's dead. Fighter's dead. It's down to the Ranger. Nope. Ranger's dead. We had lost turn after lost turn there. So there is no way we can beat the game in normal mode. So we'll have to try easy. We'll have to do an Iron Man easy attempt of my difficult mod. Those combos there, you saw how rough that was. Yeah, the lost turns. But that was my intent. I mean, I made this hard for a reason. Okay, let's see here. It's to give enjoyment to those that want a difficult run of this. Okay, we'll create a party here and get another one going. Yeah, this is my difficult mod, Jimmy. I have a balance mod, which is not harder, at least not much harder. The difficult mod's a lot harder. Yeah, we just deleted Jimmy. Okay, here we go. So we'll make you the first new character since you just mentioned that. What are we gonna have? Like, I don't feel like the party was lacking anything. It was just, that was so hard. So many combos there. But I do want to mix it up so I don't play the same parties each time when we get wiped like that. So let's do a Lord this time. Do a Rolf. We're gonna get at least 20 something points. Jimmy, you're gonna be the Lord, whether you like it or not. We'll get you at least 24 bonus points. Jimmy says, outrageous. So if you want to be mentioned, so right now I can see Jimmy, Hom Addict, and Bladefire in the chat. We got 3. There's Claus. So we got 4. Reginald 5. Better type up quick if you want to be the 6th character. Jimmy. Ah, we got a new one. We got Drew's form. Didn't take long to get over 20 points. Yeah, in my mod, I accelerated Drew's form. And welcome to the stream, by the way. This is my difficult mod I created. So, I use Cosmic Forge Editor, and he has a patch built in where it doesn't take as long if you apply the patch to get higher rolls. It still takes a while, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot quicker. That's why I'm saying Jimmy's going to get at least 24 points here. Because we need that on a Lord. Wow, we're getting kind of low rolls right now. That's not normal in the mod. Yeah, Drew's form beat you guys to it. Sorry. Unless he wants to relinquish it. Jimmy says I try and make emotes that are useful in other channels. Wow, come on. Give us some 20s. Made a couple of emotes for DFortae, Sir Tech employees, but they've been lost? Really? What? Oh, I remember that now. Where was that? Where was that at? Oh, yeah, that was, did you put that in the Discord? Drew's Farm says, ah, nice. I've spent so much time rolling. Many times it would be huge. Sure, give it to the next person. I don't know how long I'll be hanging out. Okay. Gotcha. We'll give it to Moody. I think he was the next one to answer, right? So, I'm going to put speed, strength. Jimmy the Raw Wolf. Work on swimming. Okay, we got our first. Oh boy, I don't know the order, so it doesn't really matter. We'll do Ham next. Let's see here. So we have a Lord. He can do pre-spells eventually, but I'd still kind of like to have one. Because I didn't do it this run. Although they don't really get a whole lot of attack spells. They will get Death Wish eventually. I think the Strong Party I had a Psionic and a Priest that I transferred from Wizardry 6. This time I did an Alchemist and a Mage. I think I want to do a Psionic again. We're going to do an Elf. We'll do female. $20. That's not going to be enough. Lizard Man Fighter. Draken Ninja, Blade Fire says. Doesn't really make sense, but sounds cool. That's where I put them, Jimmy says. I missed something. 24, there we go. You are an elf psionic. Intelligence, personality, piety. Lower intelligence by 1. It's speed boosted. I like this one. What? Oh, that's terrible. 3 academia points. I can't do it. Nope, not doing it. That's too bad. Redo. I'll never get a higher level spell with that, starting with that. I think I'll put it into piety instead of personality. They get spell regen bonus having higher personality, but piety will boost the academia skills. Oh, Discord is where Jimmy put the icons. I totally forgot. Thanks for reminding me about that, Jimmy. Yeah, I totally forgot. Psionics are balanced better than vanilla. Yes, they definitely are. They get quite a few new spells. In fact, some earlier ones. A unique one to them called Phantom Darts, which is like a low-level poison gas cloud. It's a spell level 2. They're immune to insanity. They have higher resistances. So yeah, they got quite a few boosts. Elven Ranger for import to Wizardry 8. Yeah, I do want to get a Ranger again. I do. I really like Rangers in the Wizardries. In my mods especially, because they've been boosted. Oh, come on. Bladefire says, Psionics aren't that great. Lots of things are resistant mid-game. No, they're a lot better in my mods. There we go. 26 points. That's what we want to see. Okay. Even got 1 extra hit point. There we go. 7 points. Much better. Started with 7 and got 7. 14. Nice. Alright. Definitely getting Mind Stab. So they can get Itching Skin now, which they couldn't before. I'm not sure if they could get Sleep before. Or Paralyze. I don't remember. They definitely couldn't get Make Wounds. They can get that now, too. So they got a lot of options here. I think I want some crowd control. We're going to get Sleep. Alright, that was the second character. Reginald. So let's see. We have Reginald, Moody. We already did Jimmy. And we already did Tom. Who am I missing? Claus. Gotta scroll up here. Blade Fire. Alright, we'll do Blade next. So we have Lord, Psionic. I think I want a Mage again. So we're not going to give Blade the Mage because that doesn't make sense. Let's make him the Ranger. 26. Nice. Wow, he's going to be a kick-butt Ranger right off the bat. Look at that. 13 hit points. Okay, so he'll be up front. He'll have a lot more options. Let's just do that for now. We will work on ninjutsu. They get firearms. Rangers get firearms in my Wizardry 6 remaster and Wizardry 7 right off the bat. And yeah, just dump into alchemy. Okay. So we have Reginald, Claus, and Moody. Reginald. Oh, it's not gonna fit. Reggie. You're gonna be Reggie. Sorry. Blade Fire says Samurai. Oh, yeah, happy with Ranger? Yeah. Rangers are kick butt in the mods. Plus says don't really need a character. It would only constantly complain about the player. So may let someone else have the pleasure. Ah, there you go, guys. Claus doesn't... He's giving it up if anyone wants to say it. Do they also get firearm weapon early? Druid says, I did. Yes, I have in one of the shops early on something called an auto pistol, which never runs out of ammo, but it's really weak. It does very low damage. But you can buy that at a black market, and they can train with it. Okay, so I want a mage. Reggie, you're going to be the mage. I don't want to do a fairy. We're going to do an elf again. Reggie. Not enough. Nope, we're taking at least 20, not 19. Convenient way to skill up in anticipation better firearm. Yeah, and I've added a bunch of firearms. Like some futuristic ones and stuff. Actually makes firearms useful. Oops. We don't want a human. Reggie, elf, male, 9. That's terrible. Yeah, of course, Claus. If nobody answers, you're getting it. So far, nobody else has said they wanted it, Claus. We got lots of lurkers out there. $24. Okay, we'll take that. Mage, intelligence, piety. I probably should put some in vitality, but I'm going to work on speed. I do want them to go first. We'll do this. Male elf mage. We'll do this one. It's forever, so we're going to start focusing on swimming because it takes forever when you have low strength to get physical skills. Oh, that's not good. We gotta do it over, guys. That is terrible. With 18 intelligence and piety, that was like the lowest roll you could have got on academia there. We'll try this 22. There we go. 15. Way better. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do? Do an attack. And a sleep. We need 2 more. So we'll do Moody. We've got a Lord, a Ranger, 2 casters. Yeah, I'm feeling a ninja this time. Felper ninja. Alright, Claus, you'll be the last character then. So Moody's gonna be the Felper ninja. Mom says at least DFortae takes his gaming serious. Nuke blast in no time, that's right. Okay. Wait a minute, did I do Blade? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I did Blade. He's the Ranger. Okay. Helper male. 20. Leaves us 5. No, we're gonna go for more than that. $23. We'll take that. Speed. We'll do 17, and then we'll put the rest in dexterity. 8 hit points. Here's the Felper. That's a raw wolf. That's the Felper. Question is, do I want that or do I want a typical ninja face? I think I'll do this. He's gonna have lots of options, so we're just gonna put 1 point in all those. I'll probably have to get Knock Knock to start opening any doors. I'm trying to think if I even want to focus on Skullduggery. I won't be able to open any treasure chests, but We'll just do that so he can at least try. We already have a ranger, so we don't need to worry about alchemy much. We'll focus on Kirajitsu. Okay, we have one left. Claws. So we have our 3 up front. We got 2, and then we could potentially have a hybridish type that can hit from the back, like a Valkyrie or a fighter or even a ranger, whatever. Moody says hoping for a fairy ninja. No, not an Iron Man run. It would be too weak. Like, I need to be able to get there. Claus says, since Claus isn't Claus anymore, may as well call him Town LTU instead of Clans. Lonely Fairy Ninja with Mega Hide, yeah. Now, there is a special Felper item that I put in the game that only Felpers can use. It. Maybe we'll find. Maybe. Alright, what do we want to do here? We have Psionics, we have Mage spells. Our Priest is going to be pretty weak. We do have some weak Alchemy. I think I'm going to do a Priest. And he's going to be a tougher Priest. They'll be up front. Later on, we'll transition him to a front position with maces or hammers or something. Flails. And then I can move either the Ninja or the Ranger back. So he'll be a tough Priest. Let's do a Dwarf. Let's see. Yeah, see, they get pretty darn good. Vitality actually doesn't start giving you bonus hit points until either 16 or 17 or 18. Let's get more hit points in this, or more bonus points. I'm gonna make him a super priest. Our top fighters, we have a Lord, a Ranger. Those are basically the only like main attacking types. The Ninja, but they're not tough. 25, there we go. Priest, priest, priest. Now we're talking. I like it. 10 hit points. No, I'm not class changing. Yep, not gonna class change. That's the whole point of this run, is to test it without doing that. Because it makes the game a lot easier. Alright, we'll start with these. Oh, that's terrible. Well, he is kind of like, he's gonna be like almost a hybrid priest. He's gonna be a fighterish priest, so I think I'm okay with the Theology of 7. That happened because his intelligence is only 6. Oh. But the speed is good, so in case I want to cast healing quickly. Heal. Bless. Alright, guys. So, I'm not going to start the game. That's what we're going to start with the next time we play. Because we're going on the 2-hour mark. So, that'll be fun. I like this weird party. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.